Hey guys, welcome to Pop 411 Podcast. I am Ireland and this is my co-host
Carlos. What's up, y'all?
What's up, guys? We're actually doing this segment. You want to do this segment on
Yes.
top cosplays of mine.
Yes. Because we did the our top 5 memorable cosplays.
Right.
And so I was talking to you about this, and I'm like, well, I haven't really done the actual my top 5 Ireland cosplays that I shot, because we shot a lot.
We have shot a lot.
I think it'd be really interesting to kind of go through them, and
we still have a lot to shoot.
We still have,
I still have like 62 cosplays now.
You still have a lot to go. So this is just to date. This is what my list looks like.
Okay, fire away.
So I have
no idea what this list is. Just like
I know this is the best part. She doesn't really know how I'm gonna rank them.
You wouldn't let me see the list.
No, I wouldn't let you. I wouldn't let you see any of it. So we're gonna get live feedback. So I was trying to come up with 5.
Okay, but there's not 5.
But I couldn't do 5.
Okay, so that means there's like what, 4 good ones?
So
I mean, you can be honest with me. I put the big girl pants on.
So I did 10.
10?
And there's 2 honorable mentions.
What the fuck? Okay.
All right.
I'm probably not gonna remember half these, but let's go.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
that we've shot.
Yes, that we've shot. So we're gonna go from the 2 honorable mentions, and then we're gonna go down to the top 10.
That's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
The first honorable mention is your Wolverine. I thought Wolverine was pretty awesome.
That didn't go anywhere.
I know, but it was so cool. And the claws that you had.
Because everyone thought that I was like trying to do an X-23 with a throwback to Wolverine's like.
But they didn't see the claws though. The claws were like Wolverine claws, dude. It was like so Wolverine.
They thought I was doing Laura from X-23.
I know, but that was a pretty cool.
Those claws were insane. I still have them. They're actually full sharpened. Like you could stab an intruder with them. They were just vicious.
Yeah, and the way the way it looked and everything, and then when Tane got a hold of it and did the did the edit on that, that was actually pretty dope.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah,
that was pretty dope. And we just used my hair because it was black then.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty cool. I like that one.
Okay.
So that was awesome. The second one, which is it was pretty cool. It was a little bit different. Was your Punisher bikini. When you did that.
Do you know a lot of people don't even know that I did that?
They don't?
No. I was like, oh, did you see the Punisher thing I did? And they were like, you did a Punisher thing? I remember we did that because you're like, with your hair color and this bikini that you made.
Yeah, because you had black hair, dude.
We need to do this whole thing. And it was really like just on the fly.
Yep. And that one looked really cool.
Well, I mean, we also pulled out some hardware with that.
We did. We pulled out the hardware
and we made it super realistic.
You had the aviators going on too.
I really thought, because we shot in your doorway, like your front doorway. Like I thought cops were gonna get called on that one.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fun.
And I had the big Demona boots with it.
Yeah, you had the Demona boots. You look a badass, dude.
It was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun. That was actually cool.
That was great.
So now we move on to the top 10.
Oh boy.
All right. So coming in at number 10, you're Elsa.
Dude.
Yes.
You picked that one?
I picked it at 10.
Most people are going to be like, what is that? So for those of you who don't know, so I created kind of a Raver Elsa.
Yeah, that was pretty dope, dude.
A lot of people artists use as a reference. I've seen it everywhere. I created this whole rave outfit that was kind of similar to the Cheshire that I had done.
Yeah.
Did this whole Elsa shoot. I was ticked because I had a friend of mine help me with the wig because it wasn't what I was used to, and my hair line is shaped differently, so it was just the whole thing was annoying. But I remember we
shot that.
Yeah. That's like the only Disney.
It was actually really colorful too. Like it really was. Yeah, it was different.
Yeah,
because usually in the dark tones. And
I'm
so that
usually
one,
in the dark tone. So this
one was
white.
Yeah, white with
an ice blue.
Ice blue. Yeah.
Well, it was like it was like a see-through blue mesh, and it's kind of you guys can see this this. Trading card box right that there. One, yeah. But it was mesh, and it had snowflakes and stuff with it.
It was cool, dude. It was really cool. You got to bring that one back.
Boots. I can't even fit in it. I tried putting on the jacket right before I was taking the stuff to storage, and I couldn't. I think that's when I was.
You were tiny.
I think it was when I was 105. I was like a 00.
Yeah. You were really small.
I had a 30-inch back, and now I have a 36-inch back. It's just I'm not going to be able to.
You're not gonna be able to fit in that one.
It's gonna be Chris Farley.
Yeah, but I think that one you should either try to remake it or something, because I think that was really cool. A different take. It was a really, really cool
liked
take.
the fur boots. I was very excited with those.
So coming in,
so many gemstones on that.
Oh yeah, that was cool. So coming in at number 9 was your quiet shoot. That was cool.
So
that was right in your element. That was right up your alley.
This was something interesting because 1, it's a Metal Gear Solid. 2, it's a video game thing, which is right up my alley.
Yep.
And I remember telling you and my best friend about it. And there's this like wooded area down from where I lived. And I said, let's walk this trail.
Mhm.
We go down here. They have like some trees down, that actually had trunks large enough where I could like climb around and climb on and everything. And I remember I got some hardware for this shoot.
Also, yes.
And it was just hysterical to me because, I don't talk about my personal life much. And then here I am, neither one of you knew like just how well of a shooter I was.
Yeah.
And then just being able to do the pose, just being able to get into the shooting position, do all this stuff, crawling around, full sniper stuff. You guys were like,
You're like, what? I'm like, hold on a minute.
She actually knows what she's doing. And I'm like, oh, I've had a little bit of experience for.
Yeah, and you also made sure
reasons.
that you had your trigger discipline because
You
all the
have to.
nerds that like are into trigger discipline they'd have eaten
Well, I
you
mean,
alive.
if I didn't have trigger discipline for my job, I would be screwed.
Yeah, you'd be done.
I wouldn't have even been allowed to get in the armory.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where.
And I think people
guys'
liked your
reaction to
quiet.
it. They
People liked
did.
your quiet.
They really
That
did.
was actually
I
pretty
was
cool.
super tiny back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had to go a super hard cut before we started all this bulking cutting phase. And that was like, what, 8 years ago?
It had to have been
God,
something like that. And then coming in at number 8 is your Savage Land Rogue.
We did shoot that.
That was fucking cool.
We shot
You had the whole
that.
spear too, the big old spear that
I
went
still
along
have
with
it.
that. I like that
I
cosplay.
still have that.
Yeah.
So I remember loading this up and taking this when you guys lived in Florida.
Yeah.
And we had to go across the road again
Yeah.
to a bunch of trees
To a
to
bunch of
shoot
trees.
it. It was great.
Yeah, it came out really good.
It was
I was
great.
very stoked about that one.
I liked that.
Number 7 is your Catwoman tub shoot.
Okay.
That was dope.
So I have the last Catwoman cowl that
Yep.
was designed by Reef EX.
Yeah, VVX.
Over it, he literally had the Michelle Pfeiffer head model, and it broke, making my cowl. So it wasn't like fastened properly. And Michelle Pfeiffer has a tiny head, and there was no way I was able to like tuck in all my hair. I remember that because I'm like, you're not gonna get a full cosplay of this. You're just getting this with like a makeshift crop bra thing that I
Yeah,
had
you cropped the bra, and then you had like some.
I remember
like
that.
a bikini bottom that you had done
Yeah,
too.
that had done the same thing. And
Yeah.
I remember we stuck half and half in the bathtub where Claudia's pouring half and half in it. I'm like, we need this to be milky, I guess.
Yeah, we had to do the milk
Yeah.
bath, but the shot with you and the pouring the milk, that's super iconic.
Yeah,
I think
it
a
was
lot of
fun.
people were like, well, holy shit, this is pretty awesome. So
It was pretty fun.
that one was definitely memorable.
I was definitely waterlogged.
Coming in at number 6, your Psylocke. I liked that cosplay.
We did do that.
Yeah, we
I
shot
remember
it over at
that,
Saffel Studio.
Yeah, at Wonderland
Mhm.
was that in Anaheim?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it in Anaheim. I remember doing that. Because you guys are like, oh, we're in town, let's shoot something. And I was like,
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah,
Like,
we come into town for Christmas.
I had half of it done. And so I was like scrambling, of course, as always, the day before to finish it.
You're pretty yoked.
I
When
was
you shot that.
very yoked.
Yeah, that was a
I
cool
was very yoked. We shot that. We shot
We shot
we did Betty
Rocketeer.
Page,
Yeah,
Rocketeer.
that was
Like
good.
I was a thick boy, like 2 C's, because I was just like in the middle of prime bulking.
You
And
were
I'm
super
like,
bold.
we should wait till I cut. And you're like, no, we're in. I'm like, oh boy.
I'm like, let's do it. Let's make it happen.